All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the main event of the evening for Homecoming, Home for the Holidays 2021 here at Cornet Coliseum in the great town of Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Elimination Chamber match for the Green Ticket Title Championship. That Green Ticket Title Championship can be turned in at any time, anywhere, for any championship. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Elimination Chamber rules goes as follows. There will be 4 men in separate pods. 2 men will start off in the chamber. Every minute, a chamber will be opened up till all 6 men are in the ring and have been eliminated. The only way you can be eliminated is by pinfall or submission, and once you are eliminated, you have to leave the chamber. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as these 4 men are already in their pods. We have in pod 1, Andy Anderson. In pod 2 is Jack Frost. Jack Frost has taken the place of Brian Nix. Since Brian Nix has won a championship, he no longer can be in the Elimination Chamber. Smoky Mountain Wrestling has replaced him with Jack Frost. In pod 3 is Pallet Jack, and in pod 4 is Peter Pan. These pods will open. You don't know who's going to be the one, who's going to be the first one, who's going to be the last one. And starting off the match, well, here we go with the first contestant to start off the match. It's the Brain. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the Brain has come out and he's got Casno by the collar. Casno is not in a good way. He looks battered and bruised. He's all bloody. The Brain has just thrown him down the ramp. He's kicking him all the way down the ramp. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Visano Casno is the second entrant who's supposed to start off this match with the Brain. The Brain has done his damage backstage, and he is literally dragging Casno into the Elimination Chamber. Oh my goodness, they have closed the chamber. Casno is not even moving. He is a bloody mess. The Brain has picked him up. He has put the PhD on him. Casno is tapping out automatically. Oh my goodness. No longer did they close the Elimination Chamber. They're opening it again. And the Brain has just thrown Casno out of the chamber. Casno has been eliminated in about 3.5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, as the Brain has put the PhD to him and has done all the damage backstage. Oh my goodness, they have no choice, but there's the lights, ladies and gentlemen. They're bouncing off of each pod. Who is going to be the person to step out to face the Brain? Oh my goodness, the pod opens. It looks like Andy Anderson has got the call. Andy Anderson steps out and the Brain is standing right there. He grabs him. He tosses him right up against the chain link fence. He then walks over and he grabs Andy Anderson. He picks him up. He turns him around. Oh my God, he just did a tombstone pile driver to Andy Anderson right on the steel plates of the Elimination Chamber. Andy Anderson is out. The Brain has grabbed Andy Anderson and he has literally picked him up and tossed him into the ring in the center of the chamber, and he steps through the ropes and gets in there. He picks up Andy Anderson. He puts him in the PhD, and Andy Anderson is tapping. Andy Anderson is tapping. Oh my goodness, the Brain has taken out 2 people in the Elimination Chamber in less than a minute. And Andy Anderson is going out the quick way as the door is opened by the referee, and there goes the Brain tossing Andy Anderson about 3 rows up Oh my goodness, Andy Anderson looked like a rag doll being thrown out. Who is going to be the next competitor in the Elimination Chamber as the lights go off? Oh my goodness. I hope the Brain doesn't take everybody out like that. As the next chamber opens, it's Jack Frost who has just entered. He has just taken the place of Brian Nix, who has won the .com King Championship early in the evening. Jack Frost comes out. He's holding up his hands like he's giving up to the Brain. What is this? The Brain is walking over. Jack Frost is pleading with him as the Brain grabs him. And oh my goodness, Jack Frost just hit the Brain with a low blow. Oh my gosh, Jack Frost is beating on the Brain's back. They are in the middle of the ring, and this is not looking good for the Brain as Jack Frost is going to fisticuffs. He has just bounced himself off the ropes, and he hit him with a basement drop kick right to his right leg, and the Brain has went down. He is going to stomp City on the Brain's leg. He is trying to take the Brain out. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, he is working on the Brain's leg. He has gotten down. He has got the Brain in some kind of leg hold, and the Brain is not in a good way. The Brain is trying his hardest to get to the ropes. He has gotten to the ropes. He is trying to, you can't break it. There's no rules in Elimination Chamber as he is holding on for dear life. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Frost came out with a plan, and he is executing it on the Brain, and the Brain has nowhere to go. He is holding on to that leg for dear life, and the Brain, he is not letting him go. As the lights start flickering in the Elimination Chamber as the next person is going to come out of the pod, there are only two people left. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be Pallet Jack, or is it going to be Peter Pan? And it's Pallet Jack. Pallet Jack has come out. Oh my goodness, Pallet Jack is doing the smart thing. He has come out and he is starting to stomp on the Brain's other leg, and he has got the same hold. He has gotten down and put the same hold on the Brain's other leg. The Brain is screaming in pain. Oh my goodness, I feel sorry for both of these men if the Brain can ever get up in this match. Oh, is the Brain gonna tap out? The Brain is going out. The Brain looks like he is about to pass out. The Brain has totally passed out. He is laying over there, passed out, as Pallet Jack and Jack Frost get up and they go into fisticuffs against each other. Jack Frost grabs Pallet Jack, whips him across, and he hits him with a drop kick. Jack Frost, my goodness, man. Jack Frost, for a late entrant, he is doing what he is doing best. This is totally awesome. As there goes the lights, we already know who's coming out last. It's gonna be none other than Peter Pan, as Peter Pan has come out, and Jack Frost is right there staring him down. Peter Pan puts up his arms. He said something to Jack Frost. He's going over. He's pointing. He is pointing over to Pallet Jack. And my goodness, it looks like Animation Domination might be working together right here again in the Elimination Chamber, as both men are going after, and they're putting the boots and they're putting the right hands to Pallet Jack. They've grabbed Pallet Jack and they bring him up and they do a double power bomb to Pallet Jack. Oh my goodness. And they have done a double super kick to Pallet Jack. Pallet Jack hits the floor. Oh my goodness. Jack Frost rolls up. Pallet Jack. 1, 2. Pallet Jack does a kick out. Pallet Jack is still in the match. And don't forget, the Brain is passed out over in the corner. He is still in the match. He has not been eliminated, as he is trying to get up on his feet, as he is rubbing his legs profusely as he has finally gained consciousness. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of action in this chamber. This chamber is very dangerous, as Pallet Jack is again taking the beat down from Jack Frost and Peter Pan, as they're still working together, as they grab Pallet Jack and they sling him across the ring and they do a double back body drop. Oh my goodness. Jack Frost goes up to the top rope. Jack Frost comes off with a flying elbow and hits Pallet Jack right in the chest. He swoops up under his leg. 1, 2, 3. Pallet Jack has been eliminated. It is now down to Jack Frost, Peter Pan, and the Brain. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. As Jack Frost and Peter Pan have walked over and they have went through the ropes and they have picked up. It's taken them a little while, but they have picked up the Brain and they have tossed him through the ropes back into the ring in the middle of the Elimination Chamber. And again, Jack Frost is going after, taking orders. My goodness, it looks like he's taking orders from Peter Pan as Peter Pan is barking out orders again. Jack Frost doesn't like it. He turns and he's pushing Peter Pan. Uh-oh, there's some friction here, ladies and gentlemen, as the Brain is laying there. He's watching and he's trying to slowly ease his way away from these two, as these two have gone into fisticuffs. They were working together, but not anymore. Jack Frost has had enough of Peter Pan telling him what to do. Oh my goodness. As Peter Pan hits Jack Frost with a running lariat. Jack Frost goes down. Peter Pan picks him up. What is it? He reaches into his pocket. Oh my God, he just threw pixie dust in Jack Frost's face. He rolls up Jack Frost. 1, 2, 3. My goodness, Jack Frost just got eliminated by the pixie dust, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, we are down to Peter Pan and the Brain, as the Brain has just now got to his feet. The Brain has finally got feelings back in his legs, and Peter Pan and the Brain have gone to fisticuffs in the middle of the ring. Peter Pan is coming off the ropes. He hits the Brain, but the Brain is not budging. Jack Frost bounces himself off the ropes, and he hits Brain with a flying shoulder, and Brain does not move. The Brain grabs Peter Pan by the neck, and he picks him up in a chokeslam, and he slams down Peter Pan right on the mat. The Brain gets down, swoops up his leg. 1, 2, Peter Pan kicks out, and this place has gone nuts as the Brain is swerving his head back and forth. He can't believe that he has just gotten up. Oh my goodness, the Brain has just grabbed Peter Pan. He lifts him up by the collar. He's behind him. He slaps on the PhD to Peter Pan. Peter Pan has got to tap. Peter Pan is not tapping. Peter Pan raises up his leg. Oh my goodness, he just hit the Brain right in the no-nos, and the Brain drops down to a knee. Peter Pan goes off the ropes. He hits the Brain with a running drop kick. Oh my God, the Brain is on his back. What is this? Peter Pan has just walked over to one of the pods. There seems to be, he's down there on the floor in a pod. Oh my God, the pod floor is opening up. He has found a compartment in the pod floor. He has just picked, oh my goodness, he has got a barbed wire baseball bat, ladies and gentlemen. He has just come in. The Brain has just gotten up to his knees. Peter Pan comes running and he hits the Brain right across the chest with that barbed wire baseball bat. The Brain falls on his back. Oh my goodness, there's blood gushing out as Peter Pan swoops down, lifts up the leg. 1, 2, 3. Peter Pan has eliminated the Brain with a barbed wire baseball bat in the first ever Elimination Chamber. And Peter Pan has won the Green Ticket Title Championship, and he has got the power to turn that in for any championship at any time in the near future. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Elimination Chamber is over. Peter Pan has went through 5 Smoky Mountain Wrestling opponents to win the Green Ticket title. What a show. 5 championships up for grabs. And there you have it. Peter Pan is the winner of the Elimination Chamber. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to everybody from Smoky Mountain Wrestling. We will see you guys next year, as our next show will be in January. You guys have a very special holiday season for all of us here at Smoky Mountain Wrestling. This is Phil McCracken. All of you have a good evening, and remember, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, it's where the big boys play.